What is up, YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra back at you with another video. Doing a YouTube video, we're going to do a review on Mickey's Glass 40. We're going to do a review on Mickey's beer. Shout out to Mildred for buying that for me. That was a nice gesture. Also, you see right here, my shaver is charging on the desk. I got it plugged in down there. I'm going to show y'all how to shave with an electric shaver. It's pretty straightforward. I was shaving my face earlier and it died halfway on me. So when your shaver dies on you halfway through shaving, first tip I'm going to say, if you're going to shave your face with one of these things, you're going to keep it fully charged. If you keep it fully charged all the time, then shaving becomes a breeze. It's a lot quicker than using shaving cream and a razor. You know what I'm saying? I'll go in the bathroom to do that. Bring the camera in there with me and set it up so hopefully y'all can see me when I do it. But while the shaver charges up, before I go to finish my face and everything for shaving and all that sort of thing, we're going to do a review on Mickey's beer. Go ahead and just lean the camera up against the coffee mug so y'all can see me chug-a-lug chug on this. There we go. Do the video live on Facebook too, so you get to see the video before it hits YouTube, like behind the scenes kind of crap. That smells good. That's good beer, huh? Just kidding, YouTube. Well, it is called Mickey's beer. I mean, that was a horrible joke, but I went for it. I got a serious question, YouTube. Is the world going to shit? I ask this because you got people eating Tide Pods for a stupid YouTube challenge, and these high school kids who are posting videos on social media about how they're going to shoot up their school, and it's just like, dude, don't be a fucking retard. Okay, like, don't be stupid. Oh, you shouldn't say that word. What word? Retard? Why not? Oh, it triggers people, so? The minute you stop letting the word retarded offend you is the minute it loses its power. But apparently, YouTube, people get triggered by words like retarded, cunt, fuck, shit, stupid stuff like that. So if you called someone a retarded shit fucking cunt head, then I guarantee you, they'd be like, what did you just say? And they were like, you heard me? Like, oh, that word, all those words are degrading and offensive. Oh. I'll use myself as an example, YouTube. The word Asperger's, it has two derogatory terms, Spurg and Aspie. I've been called those things many a times, and I'm like, when I first heard those terms, I'm just like, what the fuck is a Spurg and what the fuck is an Aspie? And then I found out, oh, that's derogatory slang for people with Asperger's. I'm a part of it. I'm a part of it, YouTube. First of all, if you're going to drink Mickey's out of a 40, get a glass 40. Glass 40s are so much better. Am I going to chug this entire fucking thing on camera for a YouTube video? Darn tootin'. Do my best anyway. Right now I'm uploading a bacon cheeseburger video that I made. I didn't take you through the whole step of it, but I explained pretty much how to do it, and you saw it pre-assembled before I nuked it and made it all gooey and delicious. So, you know, if you're smart enough, you'll figure it out. It's not that hard of a recipe. Take your burger, you cook it up. Cook your bacon up first, and then you cook your burger patty up, and then you put the cheese on the burger patty with some Cheez-Its, and then you put some more cheese on top of the Cheez-It crackers. And then you add all that bacon that you put on top of it, and then you put more cheese on top of the bacon, and you squish it all down, nuke it in the microwave till the cheese is nice and gooey like that, and there you go. Kicking back on a Saturday night, sipping on a Mickey. Be careful with magic, sometimes it can be tricky. Be careful with the glue, it can get sticky. Like the gorilla, Farilla, the illest raps ever, cause my lyrics are slick and clever. When I drop the beat, have a seat and listen while I'm dissing on these trolls with the bullshit they try to pulls. They must be full of shit, so they should blow their fucking nose, blow their brains out, cause they're fucking pathetic. Drop the mic and I'm like, peace out, I'm out. Oh, sitting here rapping with the 40 in his hand, what the fuck is this shit? This is me reviewing a Mickey's, drinking it all in one sitting and scripting. Nothing is scripted on these videos that I do for YouTube. You got the fucking YouTube camera leaned in against the coffee mug there, so that, there we go. That way you can see me, there we go. Halfway through shaving, my razor decides to lose charge completely, so I'm like, okay, while I'm charging it, maybe I could do a video on how to properly shave your face and grow in a goatee. So if you want to grow in a goatee or mustache, you leave the area you want the hair to grow in alone. So in my case, YouTube, if I leave my entire chin alone when I shave, and I just shave around it every time I shave, eventually this shit gets really thick. It's the same for the mustache, peoples. When I say peoples, I'm talking to the dudes out there. You want to grow some wicked facial hair? King Cobra can show you the secret. And I shave like once or twice every 2 weeks, and I leave a patch of hair to grow in and shave around it using your shaver, just kind of, you know what I'm saying? You shave around it, and yeah. The nice thing about having a rechargeable is you don't have to buy batteries for it. You just recharge it when the battery gets low. You don't have to spend extra money on shaving cream. And when you go to shave it, I'll take the camera in with me to the bathroom when I shave by the bathroom sink, you know. Also, when you're not using shaving cream, it's less mess. So, pros and cons. Yeah, shaving cream and a razor will get a lot closer shave, but it's also a lot messier, and you're paying extra for shaving cream and shavers. Even if you do the $1 a month shave club thing, you're still, you know what I'm saying? Eventually it runs out, and so you pull out another razor, attach it, eventually that one runs out. Eventually you're out of fucking razors and you gotta reorder them, pay for shipping, that kind of thing. When all you gotta do, you go to like Walmart or Kmart or where the fuck ever, go into the grooming aisle, and you get your rechargeable shaver. They're really great for trimming up the unwanted hair that you don't want on your face and what have you. Be sure you sanitize your shaver if you use it to shave your Your pubes, yeah. Yeah. And keeping your pubes shaved and trimmed for the ladies, that's what I'm saying. It's a courtesy thing, fellas. I mean, men were disgusting, hairy animals. Let's be real about it. I'll drink to that. And if you got a chick that's going out of her way to suck your dick, I think the last thing she wants is to be gagging on pubic hair. I mean, come on, have some courtesy, you sick son of a bitch. Most guys now, and I guess it depends on who you fucking talk to, but most guys would feel the same way about women in that regard, you know. Oh, you want me to eat your pussy? Yes. Yeah, I'd be happy to suck your clit until your legs are spasming worse than the exorcism. But I'm not looking to eat Chewbacca down there. I'm not going to the fucking dentist to get my teeth flossed. So, Not only that, but when you keep your pubes trimmed, next time you start, like if you're working out and shit and you're building up a sweat and your pubic hair is nice and trim, it helps with the smell of sweaty crotch. Dun dun dun. And we've all been there, like you get that human stink going, like, oh. Now, if you think about this in layman's terms, when you have a shit ton of hair on your head and you sweat, you're going to sweat like crazy because of how long your hair is. That's no different if your pubes are super long. And not only that, but if you got just nasty ass bush of disgusting hair, you know what I'm saying, it's going to make your shit look smaller. You know what I'm saying? Some chick's gonna be digging through the jungle just to figure out how big you are, and that's just no, dude. I mean, most men can't be as blessed as me with what I got, but I'm not here to brag, I'm just saying. You know, if the chick's staring at my sweet cock and not at how much fucking pubes I've got, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a presentation sort of thing, YouTube. Just about there. I'm about to do it in like sessions. Get charged up enough to where I can at least finish my face. And I don't shave my pubes too often, but when they start getting a little bit on the longer side, you know, that's when I'm just like, well, you never know when you might get some good pussy, so it never hurts to be prepared. If you got condoms and your shit shaved looking like a porn star, you're good to go, Idaho. Although the older generation doesn't believe in that. That's kind of a new age sort of thing. Because there's going to be some old timers who are going, well shit, when I was his age, hair was in. What the hell? Yeah. Someone in Facebook Live just asked, you ever considered opening a barber shop? No, not really. That is a good question, Mr. Ian. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good is that 40? I'd have to say about a 10. It's got really good flavor. It tastes better out of a glass 40, I'll tell you that right now, especially when you go to get it nice and cold. I took a couple more sips and take a little smoke break and chill out with you a bit more on YouTube and Facebook here. You know how I do. I tried to make a slideshow for Chester with that song I created using the 3 different versions of Numb by Linkin Park. And YouTube didn't have that. It did have the option of creating a new video, but it wouldn't let me upload the sound file. So I'm like, damn it. So I threw together a dank ass burger and played it after eating it, which is still better than nothing, I guess. Yeah. This is the kind of shit you could drink and then you could smash somebody across the head with. Straight up. Pop! The only thing that sucks about glass bottles is that you have to be super careful carrying them home. I was fortunate enough to have a ride this time. Remember that time I bought a bottle of Tennessee honey and I was walking home? Actually, I wasn't walking home, I was riding my bike. One of the two. And paper bag broke open and bottle falls on the ground and shatters everywhere, and I'm like, ain't that a bitch? So I've had that shit happen. It's not fun, YouTube. Ooh-wee. I dig the design on the labeling too. You got this wasp-looking bee wearing boxing gloves, and it's got a black, green, and dark green and gold label with nice white letters. Fine malt liquor. It's a 40 ounce, and it's good. It's way good. I give it a wee bit of a stir, and it fizzes up. Word to the wise, a glass 40 tastes better than a plastic one. If all you can get is plastic 40s, then that's all you can get. Make the best of it, I guess. But if you have the chance to drink an actual glass 40, you feel Facebook and YouTube. Try not to focus on, like, one camera too long. Like, I got YouTube down here and Facebook up here. Oh, damn, it's 10:16, so if I'm playing guitar, it's acoustic. Even on the weekend, I'm like finicky about playing electric guitar past 10 o'clock at night. Yeah. Because I mixed 3 different versions of that song together, I don't know if YouTube will recognize them enough to where they'll be like, oh, that's copyright infringement. They might let it slide. I don't know. Worst case scenario, they'll be like, least worst case scenario, they'll be like, well, you can't monetize your video. Well, shit. Okay. That's cool, I guess. Whatever. But only time will tell, YouTube. In the meantime, waiting for a video to upload is like waiting for a wand to dry. It takes patience. I'll drink to that as well. Instead of trying to find sticks to make staffs, if I made crystal staffs for my wand store, I could buy a hiking cane that they sell at Sportsman's, and buy like one or two of them. So yeah, I'm gonna do a couple of those crystal staffs for the Renaissance Fair. Show up at the Renaissance Fair in my black and green cloak, selling a couple of handmade wands. And then when the Renaissance Fair is coming to town, I might not sell any wands on Etsy for if they're out of stock, just so I can make some money doing it locally, you know, try to get my hand in that. Yeah. And it's got a nice little alcoholic punch to it. It's nothing super strong, but it's nothing super light either. Malt liquor is a wee bit heavy. Now, YouTube, I have some good news. I am rescuing my buddy Jeremy's hookah from him. Him and his wife are going to be moving to another part of town, and they're afraid of taking their Jeremy's hookah with them. They're afraid of it breaking on the move, so they're trying to sell it to make some money. And I'm like, well, how much you selling it for? And they're like $70. I'm like, that's not bad. And I got my tax returns coming up. You know, I got the wand business I'm starting. I'll be selling my new album when that's done. So I got some money coming in, most definitely. I might periodically check the camera just to make sure the battery isn't going to be low, because, you know, you don't want the battery to die in your phone while you're recording a video. It's kind of pointless. So I tried to paint my tobacco pipe green, and I didn't use tobacco pipe stain, so it kind of faded off a little bit. Parts of it are green, parts of it are black, parts of it are brown. I kind of created a camo-themed billiard. But this right here is my favorite shape of pipe. It's a billiard, it's a straight stem, it's a fishtail mouthpiece. This is your classic pipe shape, man. This tobacco pipe is literally almost a year old, YouTube. Can you believe that shit? It'll be a year old next month. Any pipe that I've had, YouTube and Facebook, that's lasted me well over a year is going to be a good pipe. And I have 2 pipes in my collection that are good, sturdy pipes, you know what I'm saying? In fact, I bought this tobacco pipe with some birthday money that I got from my golden birthday. I wanted a new pipe, and they had one in my favorite shape and my favorite finish, nice and smooth. It got a lot darker after smoking out of it. I picked it up, I'm just like, you know, yeah, that's my kind of pipe right there, hell yeah. You know, if I could sing Bing Crosby and get away with it on YouTube, you know I would. But, unfortunately, YouTube's very picky about their copyright infringement. But people on Facebook have seen me sing like Bing Crosby, and it's like, holy shit, Cobra's got some vocal talent. Damn. Hold on a second. Yeah, I'm just kicking back on a cool Saturday night. Vlogging. Doing what I do. I fucking hate that when that happens, YouTube. That's the only downside of shaving with a rechargeable, is if you don't keep it charged and it dies, it'll die halfway through shaving your face. And, you know, I wouldn't go in public looking like this, half my face shaved. They'd be like, was this dude drunk when he was shaving? What the hell? They're like, no, I swear, it died on me halfway through. You know, the mass shooting in Florida could have been prevented. As soon as that motherfucker called in and said he was gonna do it, they could, you know what I'm saying, like, y'all need to start taking those threats more seriously, y'all. I'm not telling people how to do their fucking job. I'm just fucking saying. Some dipshit, psychopath, wannabe motherfucker sitting there saying, oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and this, and this. And the fucking calls were ignored, and ignored, and ignored, and ignored, and ignored, and ignored, and ignored. And then that shit happened, and, oh, guess what? AR-15s are the bad guy again. Well, golly gee willikers. How would you like to be that poor female lawyer who's having to defend that sick son of a bitch who pulled that shooting in Florida? I mean, really, it's ridiculous. We need a joke to lighten the tension. I might get some shit for it, but what's Florida's least favorite band? Bullet for My Valentine. God damn it. Tasteless joke brought to you in part by... No, but all jokes aside, fuck mass shootings, YouTube. How are you going to blame a gun when humans are the ones that invented guns in the first place? That's what I'm getting at. It doesn't matter what fucking gun you use to kill somebody. It's still wrong unless it's in self-defense, you know. That's why I have my double-barrel shotgun. It's great for, you know, plinking out on the range and target shooting, you know, and nice little home defense piece. It's not some high-tech, fancy, semi-automatic shotgun. It's just 2 shots. That's all I need to take someone down or kill them. You know what I'm saying? One of the two. And that's only for, like, if a burglar tries to break in, that sort of thing, you know. But, yeah, that shotgun's at stock length. You could clear a room pretty easily. Especially for how small my apartment is, that shotgun's perfect for studio apartment defense. Yeah. Yeah. You sit back with some pipe tobacco and some suds. Ooh, yeah. Got a mixture of snipe tobacco and this fresh tobacco a friend of mine gave me. Shout out to our shorty for hooking it up with some tobacco. And I mixed the two into one giant fucking bag. I don't know, YouTube. Do you think that's enough tobacco to last me until I get my bag from Pipes and Cigars? Yeah, more than likely. Instead of smoking a used cigarette butt, which is kind of gross to begin with, you collect them in a bag, and then when you get home, you empty the cigarette butt into the bag, so the paper and the filter get thrown away, but all the tobacco gets put into the bag. I don't do it too often unless, you know what I'm saying, I absolutely, like, need to. You know, it's kind of gross, but at the same time, you know, between the tobacco that was donated and the tobacco I gathered. That's a nice hefty little handful. And it beats sitting around complaining because I don't have tobacco. You feel what I'm saying, YouTube? Shit's kind of moist. I'll do it. Oh man. Let it dry out a bit. That smells good. Oh man. Got me a pinch of that really strong black Cavendish. The kind of shit that just knocks you on your ass with the nicotine, and it's good. Good stuff. Careful opening that, it's still pretty full. You don't want it to fizz all over the place now, YouTube. Oh, look at that. He's smoking tobacco and drinking alcohol on YouTube. Yeah, no one said I was a saint. Now, obviously, some of my videos are not going to be very kid-friendly, but I try to provide a variety of content on my channel. And, I love coming up with new bacon cheeseburger recipes, and, you know what I'm saying? Because some people be like, oh, it's a bacon cheeseburger, how far can you go with it? Oh, come on, dude, there's so many ideas you could do with it. But you definitely recognize the Mickey's wasp yellow jacket looking thing. It's got boxing gloves on. That's a cool little... They even got the logo, the animal, their mascot on the cap as well. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm like, if I'm getting drunk for a YouTube video, or at least not drunk, but a little bit obnoxious, then why not fucking post it on Facebook too? Because why should Facebook miss out on all the fun? I mean, just leave them out of the loop. Now, I ordered some tobacco from pipesandcigars.com. I could have bought the same bag of tobacco that I bought at the Mills Smoke Shop, but I would have had to have waited, and then I would have taken the bus out to Mills to go get it. Unless it's summertime. If it's summertime, then I'll ride my bike all the way over to Mills to get it. You know, I've done that before. But there's no way I'm going to ride on my bike when the front tire is flat. And it's snowy as fuck outside. If there's snow and ice on the sidewalks, it ain't happening. Those fat tires on my bike, I mean, if there was like a little bit of snow packed down, it was nice and warm outside, and the snow prevented me from slipping and sliding, then yeah, I could go snow biking. And snow biking is a little bit dangerous because you're slipping and sliding all over the place, but you know. I mean, despite the fact that my diet is complete crap, I will say that I ride my bike in the warm weather and I walk pretty much everywhere I go during the cold months. So I'm constantly getting exercise year-round. So even though my diet's crap, at least I'm staying somewhat active. Is the video still recording? Yes, it is. Most excellent. Look at that big old bag of tobacco. Isn't that pretty? Now, if I still have some of this tobacco left when I get my bag from pipesandcigars.com, then I want to keep this bag as an emergency backup. it's good to have that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're out of tobacco and you have a backup bag, you're golden. You know what I'm saying? That's just about charged up all the way. Now I can finish shaving the rest of my face. Give you a little inside tip. And I'll take you into my bathroom when I do it. Turn on the light. Try to prop the camera so you can see me do it, I guess. Chilling like an old school rock star villain, cause you know my raps are the for realest in. Oh shit. Oh yeah. That tobacco's got some bite to it, I tell you what. Good shit. Jolly good. Because that tobacco's so strong, it don't take but a couple of hits to get you a nice nicotine buzz. But like I said, if you want to shave a beard into your face, you have to go around the area that you want your beard to grow out. So if I want this goatee on my chin to grow out, like I've been doing, shave around it nice and clean. And, yeah. Brewskis. I can't chug and smoke at the same time. Wish I could, but I'm not that talented now. Now, speaking of YouTube videos, I wonder if... The Cheez-It Bacon Cheeseburger video is about 59 minutes left until the uploading process is done. And once the uploading process is done, I can exit out of it and it'll finish doing what it do. Once the uploading process is done, I'm not going to have to keep it open, so... You get a drink review and another cooking video. Well, it still counts as a cooking video because I did a lot of stuff pre-camera before I got to that point. So, but the burger recipes aren't complicated. So, yeah. Some of the burger recipes I do are a little bit weird. Like the Elvis Presley burger, that one's good in my opinion, but some people are going to be like, wait a minute. You put bacon and peanut butter, jelly and mayonnaise and Swiss cheese and grape jelly at that on a fucking burger with bananas and bacon? That's just weird. Crazier things have fucking happened, YouTube. Crazier fucking things have happened. There's pineapple on pizza. What the fuck is that shit? It says the guy who likes anchovies. No, I'm serious. Anchovy pizza is the shit, man. And one of the tobacco shops I go to here in town, shout out to the Ash Cigar Store. they sell hookah tobacco now, which is quite convenient. So when I buy that hookah off my buddy, then yeah. I mean, it's $100 hookah and it's a couple years old, so $70 is fair price, you know. Him and his wife are worried about breaking it while moving it, and I'm like, well, I don't blame you. It's a nice all black little hookah deal, and it smokes amazingly. And he said it comes with coals, and it's pretty straightforward. You load it up with water in the chamber, and then you screw it on nice and tight. Then you put tobacco in a hot coal with the hoses attached to the side on top of it. And oh yeah, I've smoked out of hookah. Hookah tobacco is amazing. It's a wonderful experience. Although 1 hour of hookah smoking is like smoking 100 cigarettes, supposedly. That's why it tastes so damn good. But he's got these coconut flavored coals that smell good when you light your sweets. And hookah tobacco generally smells really good, just like pipe tobacco in that regard. So that's something to keep in mind. I've seen these hookah hoses that have a hooded cobra on the mouthpiece, and you literally suck the smoke out of the snake's mouth, like the hood's all, yeah, it's fucking sick. I don't know if something like that would fit that one in particular, but either way you shape it, I don't care. My buddy spent good money on that, and it's a good hookah to smoke out of. I'm not gonna let that go to waste. You know what I'm saying? And my buddy Jeremy's not really a smoker. You know, smoke hookah tobacco out of it on occasion, but you know what I'm saying? He doesn't really use it that much, and he's like, they called me first. They're like, well, we tried taking it to the pawn shop, and none of the pawn shops will take it because they're not licensed to sell tobacco. So they call the one person they know that loves tobacco and smokes the shit out of it. I'm like, yeah, that'll help with your moving process, and that'll gain me a new hookah, so that's a win-win for everyone. I got this custom whammy bar I'm ordering for a guitar that I've custom made. I took a Stratocaster and repainted the silver green, and it looks sick as fuck. Shout out to Gregory Williams. Someone asked the question, if you could be a soldier in World War II or a Viking in the day, what would you choose? That's a good question, because World War II was an interesting war. They had a lot of cool firearms. M1 Grand. Oh, excuse me. Ching. There's a gun I wouldn't mind owning, but getting an original M1 Garand is expensive. Getting an original World War II used M1 Garand. Oh, it's the kind of gun you just want to look at and not shoot very much. And if you can't shoot it, you take good care of it, and it'll last a lifetime. The infamous ping sounds like a Zippo lighter being opened. Probably World War II because I already have Viking ancestors. Actually, if I have Viking ancestors, I got an idea. You want to see some cool shit, Facebook and YouTube. Let me make sure it's cleaned out before I use it. Took some water and washed it out real quick. I have a drinking horn right here. Speaking of my Viking ancestors. It's not mead, but at least it's alcohol, so that's just gonna go in there. Oh. Hold on a second. Let the foam go down. Look at that. I emptied the bottle into my horn. I drank just enough alcohol that I could fill my drinking horn up with the rest of it. So that's all just fucking head and foam, basically. Some people are like, wait, you poured Mickey's into a drinking horn, you sacrilegious bastard. Piss off. And don't get me wrong, a glass bottle is always nice to drink out of, but some people don't even know I have this. I did the Ancestry.com DNA kit testing, and I'm 80% British, a little bit of French, a little bit of German, a little bit of like Scandinavian, Viking, that kind of thing. Yeah, interesting combination. I'm a bit of a mutt, actually. Yeah. And it comes with a bloody stand. So now I can sit here and with the horn in one hand and tobacco in the other. There we go. Now we're in business. Take some of that drier tobacco and put it on top. Just like that. You're not a pipe smoker if you can't pack a bowl with one hand. Just kidding. it's nice and harsh. I like it. Holy crapola, man. That mixture of tobacco's got quite a throat hit. Oh. I might have to set this down on the stand while I go and shave. But I'm not done drinking on this just yet. And the horn's practically down to here now. There's a couple liquor stores that sell mead, but the best mead you can get is at the Renaissance Fair. That shit's delicious. Now, if I sold enough wands leading up to the Renaissance Fair, I could build a couple of wicked crystal staffs and sell them at the Renaissance Fair with a couple of handheld wands. Good alcohol, good tobacco. That's how you kick back on a Saturday night. Eat doggies. While we're sipping and enjoying a good Mickey's, we'll continue answering some of Facebook's intriguing questions. Now, the key to growing a good beard, as I mentioned before, Facebook, is shaving around this area right here. So I'll keep the video going a bit longer on YouTube while we sip and chit-chat with people on Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Like a whole new concept of video making entirely. That sounds nice and charged up. One more sip and onto the stand it goes. Beautiful. Let's get a close-up of that full. I'm not going to answer calls right now. I'm kind of busy, no offense, but there it is on the stand. Still full of drink. All right. I'm not accepting calls at this time. I hope y'all understand because I'm in the middle of doing Facebook Live and a YouTube video at the same time, so... shit. The battery's dying on my phone. That's typical. Alright, so I'm gonna have to charge my fucking phone up. Wow, I finally get my fucking Razor charged up and then the fucking phone's about to die. That's irony in a nutshell. That is irony in a goddamn nutshell. Alright, so the phone was about to die, unfortunately. Now what I want to do is set the camera down right there. I'll take this with me, turn it on, and then do the concurves of my face right quick. And it's pretty straightforward. Oops. God damn it. And my charging cord for the shaver got tangled up with the charging cord of the phone. That's why it fell over. My apologies on that. Alright, so this should be fully charged enough to where I can do the rest of my face. If you have long hair like I do, you want to toss it behind your neck when you shave so you don't accidentally lose length. Although I could try doing it here. I seem to have charged it to just long enough to finish shaving. It's starting to die anyways. I hear it winding down. Looks like I had just enough juice. I kept my long hair out of the way, of course, like a ninja. Bangs, or just say bangs, blah. Sideburns are nice and even with my earlobes. Both sides. Both sides are trimmed up. I went in underneath my mustache and left the sides like alone. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Now we looking fresh. I left the stuff on my chin alone. The sideburns are perfectly trimmed. There we go. So I'm sitting here like, okay, you know what? How the fuck am I gonna do this? Because I'm not used to shaving in front of a camera like that. I'm used to going into my bathroom and doing it. But for doing it on camera, just for a video's sake, not too shabby if I do say so myself. Get this mustache growing out nice and pointy on either side. Then you get a goatee that lines up with that mustache. It'll frame my face nicely and boost my sex appeal with the ladies. What's up? But this thing needs to be charged anyways, so I'm gonna plug it into the wall and then retrieve my drinking horn. I'll be right back. That's how this sexy goth gentleman shaves his shit. Leave a little bit on the chin to grow out for a nice long goatee deal. And then leave that shit for the mustache to grow out. Get like some evil villain looking shit growing right here. Hell yeah. That look would look really good on me. I noticed that when I had my shit growing out for No Shave November, I had chicks checking me out. They were like, yo, who's that dude? And when I find a look that gets women noticing me a lot more than usual, I want to stick with that look. That's when I had this all growing out. And then this right here on the side, you know. And then when that shit gets nice and thick, I might grow a patch right here underneath my lip. I might not. See how I'm feeling. But that's a good baseline to work with, yo. And that's how you do it. No shaving cream required. But if you're shaving over your sink, be sure you take like some toilet paper and kind of, you know, clean your sink out when you're done shaving and shit. That way, yeah. Nice little patch right here growing in. Doesn't look like much of a patch now, but you see it another like 2 weeks and it'll be so much thicker. Growing out a beard or a goatee or mustache takes patience. You gotta shave and trim around your grow area, as I would call it, and let that shit grow out. Polishing off that 40 and a drinking horn. Because I know how it is when the rest of your face is not used to having hair on it. You're just like, ugh. Now I got a badass little girl going right here just off of 2 weeks. That's not bad from 2 weeks without shaving this area. Not bad at all. People on Facebook Live are like, grow the beard. And I'm just like, what do you think I'm doing? People ask the question, you gonna shave your fucking head next? Fuck no. No. Checking my work. If I missed any spots, they can be reshaved. But I didn't miss any spots. That's perfectly shaved. That's what I'm looking for. Just basic grooming if you're a male, I guess. It's not extensive, but it does need to be done, and all that shaving that I just showed you that I did the same thing to the other side, right over here and here, both sides. And, yeah. It won't take long for this to grow in, that's for sure. Every 2 weeks or so, it's getting thicker and thicker, you know. Within like 2 weeks of not shaving, I can grow some shit in. Doggies. I seem to have misplaced. There it be. The poker was sitting behind the phone. And if you're a pipe smoker, you definitely want to get one of these things. The stir sticks. Shaving a smoke, 2 bits. Oh, it's shaving a haircut. Oh, my bad. I'm going to be that larger-than-life asshole you don't want to fuck with. So that's what happens when I drink. I get a little bit more confident than I normally am. But I know my boundaries. Although you look at the size of me, most people will be like, I'm not going to pick a fight with that dude because he looked like he could probably do some damage. Smart move on your behalf. People on Facebook are like, dude, ZZ Top Beard, do it. Well, what do you think I'm trying to do? Leaving that little patch of whisker to grow in at the same time. What do you think I'm doing, YouTube and Facebook? The ones on the one where he's spinning the guitar. Yeah, that's the song I'm thinking of right now, and that's a good song. I can't play it because I'm doing a YouTube video, but I notice Facebook's not as picky about copyright infringement, which is nice. I have a platform to show off my sexy ability to sing. Here's hoping that the burger video doesn't get a copyright infringement. I make a rockin' delicious burger into a rockin' remake to an awesome song. And then I go to show off my work on... taking and recording it on GarageBand, looping it together. It's not that complicated, but... You take a look at dubstep and music like that, where it's just mashed up sound bites, you know what I'm saying? So really it's the same concept, but it's at least trying to make something beautiful. Had somebody on Facebook Live, they're like, is this part of one of your albums? I'm like, no, this is just something I threw together in a matter of maybe 10-15 minutes. Yeah. Aye, that drinking horn's just about to be gone, laddie gems. I said I'd fucking drink the whole 40 on camera for YouTube, that I shall do. Might as well let Facebook Live join in on the fun too. Clean shaven, ready to rock, ready to roll. Chug. Put it back on the stand now that I'm done drinking out of it. That 40's, oh, there's like a little spider left in the 40. Okay, hold on. We're not wasting a good drop of this, no siree. There's a whole 40 polished off for your sick entertainment. Or is it my sick entertainment? I forget which one. No, I'm just playing. But overall, Mickey's makes a damn good malt liquor. Speaking of malt liquor, people are like, have you tried King Cobra malt liquor? And I'm like, no, I haven't, but I wouldn't mind trying some. I'd drink it if someone gave me one. Cheers, YouTube. Just enough charge to finish shaving my face. I could not have timed that more perfectly if I wanted to. And people say you shouldn't drink and shave your face. I'm not encouraging y'all to get super drunk and shave your face. I'm just saying, slamming down a 40 and shaving my face, be like, yo, this is how you do it. If you want to grow in a goatee or a beard, you notice that I left this patch that I've been growing in alone, and I shaved around everything else. If I want my mustache to grow out on either side, underneath and around, make it nice and pointy. Simple as that. If you're capable of growing facial hair, you'll notice it if you don't shave for a couple of days and you get real scraggly, you know what I'm saying? And if you get real scraggly, then you're capable of growing facial hair, and then more than likely you're capable of growing a beard. What the fuck is the glitter beard? If that's how you do, that's how you do. Me personally, no. No. Fuck to the no. I'm not here to pass judgment. That's not how I do on my channel, but no. No. And now that my beard is shaved and I'm clean shaven, except for the areas that I'm trying to grow out, I can put this back on. This is a collar that a fan sent me, and I trimmed it right here and punctured a couple holes to make it easier to fit my neck. And this thing's beast. It's got like 2 rows of fucking spikes, obnoxiously big, like my personality. I could go to fucking Petco and get a dog tag that says King Cobra on it and put it on this collar. Don't think I won't. Get one of those circle-shaped dog tags and have it say like Lord King Cobra on it or some shit. And then put it on my collar that I have right now. And I don't even have to completely clasp it. I can just do that. Boom. I did definitely want to take the collar off before shaving my face. Otherwise, I'm going to get whisker hair all over my collar. I go to put it back on. I'll be sitting here doing this. And like, no, dude. If you're a goth and you're going to shave your fucking face, you want to take your spikes off before you shave so you're not getting whiskers all in your fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, anyways, YouTube, this is KingCobrajFS back at you with another drink review. Doing a review on Mickey's malt liquor. I'll let you hold me for a glass 40. But when you got some, share the love, because that's what it's all about, you know. You know how it is with your best friend, right? Or people that you know that you're good friends with. When you're out and down, they help you, and when they're out and down, you help them, you know. And if the whole world was like that, it'd be a much better place. But what the fuck do I know, right? Anyways, thanks for watching. That's how you fucking do it. And I'll catch you cool cobras on the flip side.